Crimson from 1976, aka The Man with the Severed Head, a French-Spanish co-production starring Spanish horror legend Paul Naschy, known perhaps most famously around the world for his long-running appearances as the tortured Waldemar Daninsky, who is cursed with being a werewolf. Here, though, he plays the role of Jack Sonnette, a professional safecracker and recognised member of one of France's top criminal heist gangs. It is during the heist of a Paris jewellery store that he gets shot in the side of the head by the police. After the intended store vault raid is bungled by an impatient and greedy colleague who grabs the display pearl necklace and triggers the silent alarm. Sonnette and his gang members are chased down by the police, pursued by car, and when Sonnette is shot, they have to elude the pursuit and get to a safe hold in order to hide out and get help for the now unconscious Sonnette. The gang called upon a trusted, confident doctor named Ritter, who does what he can but diagnoses Sonnette's situation as critical and employs the gang to call upon a specialist professor who has been undertaking a radical experiment in the field of brain transplantation. They have no option other than to take Sonnette to him in order to save his life. But the consequence of their actions leads, of course, to events of a killer outcome. Sonnette is placed in the care of the professor, but is unable to perform the necessary surgical procedure himself due to the loss of use of his hands in a crippling accident. But he is able to guide his wife through the operation, as she too is a skilled practitioner. They need a donor brain, though, and one that is compliant with Sonnette's blood group and physiology. The need is immediate, and Dr. Ritter has a perfect match from his notebook of patients. This match, though, is still living, and just so happens to be the arch-nemesis of Jack Sonnette, a nasty piece of work known as The Sadist. But with only the brain of a recently deceased person being acceptable for optimum percentage rate of success, the Sadist has to do, and Sonnette's gang set upon him for the kill, and then take drastic action in order to sever the infamous criminal of his head from his body and literally throw the Sadist under the train to do so. With the assistance of the radical professor's knowledge and the hands of his wife undertaking the role of surgeon, Sonnette goes under the knife, and part of his brain impacted by the bullet is removed and replaced by that of the Sadist. The operation proves a success, but of course soon after Sonnette comes around, things are not as clear for him as they once were before, as if his thoughts and urges were now being controlled by someone else's. Classic elements then of Frankenstein, and also the superb Mad Love from 1935 that starred the great Peter Lorre, along with campy 70s Euro schlock horror, keeps things interesting in Crimson, although the title here of The Man with a Severed Head is perhaps the better fitting. The rich colour tones and good use of the Paris and surrounding French countryside settings hold the viewer's attention well in what is an otherwise unusually subdued Euro sleaze thriller drama, far more so than a horror film. Paul Naschy is somewhat underused as well, but plays his Frankenstein-esque monster well, even though looking somewhat funny with his bandaged head when recovering something akin to a Mexican wrestler who has put his mask on back to front. This latest incarnation of the film to DVD, though, from Screenbound under its neat new Black House Euro horror label, would appear to be the full, uncut, 94-minute version of the movie, welcomingly replete of its softcore porn nude sequences and smatterings of blood. A cause then for celebration indeed for fans of Euro horror and 70s sleaze, as well as fans of the great Spanish horror legend Paul Naschy. The movie looks good and is still enjoyable enough with a 5.5 watchability that won't cost a fortune to investigate a purchase of. So all in all, no need to lose your head over lesser cut versions, as the crimson on offer here isn't half bloody bad at all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Buckaroobanzai is pure nutty fun.
Okay.